Hi guys, welcome back to LPB Racing for the BTCC Support Race Series on Project Cars 2. This is round 6 of the championship from Silverstone. This is race 1 in the Ginetta Juniors, and let's take you through the grid then. So we have Neil Farmack on pole position with Bradders alongside, so Bradders is back this week. Keith then in 3rd, Bidzster in 4th, and Video in 5th. And 6th is NRP, 7th is VMX Rider, a new guy to the championship, so welcome to him. And then Blakeney, and then Stevie at the back. So let's get on with the championship then. Here we go. Ready to rumble. And we are off, and it's a good start from everyone. I think Bradders comes across and good, and Bradders gets a good start. Looks like he might take the lead into turn 1. Into turn 1 we go, into the lead he goes, and further back we've got Keith in the middle of it with NRP and Video in the mix as well, as they come out of Cops down towards Maggots, and then Beckett's. So Maggots is the little kink here, then Beckett's is the next one into the National Straight, and then NRP on the inside of Keith having a little look there, trying to stick his nose up the inside, can't quite do it. Bidzster and Neil alongside each other further ahead as well, all the little gaggle of cars, and VMX is at the back. So down to the end of the straight, Wellington Straight we go. We've got 3 wide for the lead. Bradders, Neil and Bidzster. Bidzster's in the middle, Bradders on the inside, Neil on the outside, in towards Priory, and it is Bidzster round the outside and trying to take the lead as Neil comes across. Oh, it's contact! Neil comes across and hits Bidzster off and hits himself off as well. Bidzster's off the road on the inside, he's trying to recover there. Meanwhile, Stevie's coming through the pack as we try and get the cameras working. There we are, we're still focused on Bidzster there, but Stevie's gone up the inside of Video there, contact on the straight. Stevie and Video not giving each other any racing room whatsoever. Contact on the straight, and that's the end of lap 1. Down towards Cops. And down towards Cops go. Bradders in the lead then from Keith. Then it's Stevie and Video alongside each other. Then Stevie's lost pace there. Blakeney looks like he's going to go through as well as NRP. NRP comes up alongside. Oh, it's contact between NRP and Blakeney on the straight. Oh, this is absolutely lovely stuff, this. And in towards Maggots, Beckett's. And NRP and Blakeney make contact further back, and they go through at the corner, but definite contact there. So we'll get a replay on the first lap action and that incident for you now. Okay, here's a replay of the Bidzster Neil incident on board with Keith. So you can see 3 wide. Bidzster gets a good run into the corner, but just runs a little bit wide. Neil goes wide to come back in for a good line, but then he doesn't take into account that Bidzster's recovering, and there's an incident there on the inside. So a complete racing incident. As you can see there, Neil goes off, Bidzster's recovering, and then you can see there Stevie makes up places there, and then you watch on the straight here, there'll be some contact between Video and Stevie as we go down the straight. Here we go, there, contact there. They both come across to each other, and luckily we all get away unscathed. Okay, here's a replay of what happened between Blakeney and NRP. So you can just see there were contact there as we go down towards Maggots and then into Beckett. So you see NRP gets a good run into the corner, brakes, and just goes wide, just out-brakes himself. There's a tiny bit of contact there, but just a little racing incident there. As we come back from that then, we've got Bradders, Keith, Video, and then Stevie having a go at Video there by the look of it. Trying to go up the inside. Stevie in the black and white car there up the inside of Video in towards Priory. And they close up to Keith, and Video goes up the inside of Keith. Makes a gap and goes up the inside. That was fair because there wasn't any contact. So Stevie goes through as well. Keith goes down to 4th, and now Video loses it on the exit. Too much power and hits, goes into the tyre wall, and Stevie gets hit as well and goes right back down. That's not good for his championship chances because he's battling with Bidzster for the championship. So Bidzster could win the championship this weekend in one of the races if he gets some good consistent scores. Stevie needs to win all he can, but that's not helped him out there one single bit. As we look at NRP further ahead, he's battling with Bidzster. As we go down to the next corner, we've got Bidzster looking to the inside as NRP's on the inside, Bidzster on the outside, trying to go around the outside of him, and he does so into Maggots. Beckett goes around the outside of him, and then Blakeney down the straight then. And so it's still Bradders in the lead from Keith. Bradders and Keith doing an amazing job here, and Blakeney then in 3rd. There we go, in towards Priory. Bidzster on the inside of Blakeney then into the corner. Blakeney goes very wide there and then leaves the door open for NRP, who has a sneaky little look but can't quite make it through as Bidzster has to start defending from Blakeney as Keith in front. Takes a bit of a slower line through the corner. Bidzster looking to get on the inside for the way out, but can't quite get alongside enough. And NRP and Blaney side by side still. NRP on the inside in the white car. Blaney on the outside in the red car. Bradders is still in the lead of the race, but he's been caught by this pack. Down towards Copse we go. Lap 3 of 12. Lap 4 now, sorry. Lap 4. And then Bidzster goes through into third. We've got Blaney still in fourth, but he's been harassed by NRP. But Bidzster's attacking Keith now. Bidzster gets a really good run out of Copse. And he's alongside Keith, and I think he's through into Maggots. Beckett's goes through on the inside, takes second place. Next, target Bradders, and NRP and Blaney side by side further back as well. We can't really see there from that camera, but there Blaney and NRP side by side further down as Bidzster has to go at Bradders for the lead. Bidzster's caught up to Bradders already. Bradders has lost speed out the corner, and Bidzster gets alongside. Oh, very close on the straight there. Down towards the next corner we go, and Bidzster takes the lead of the race. Further back we've got NRP and Blaney. Oh, just avoiding contact with each other there. Fantastic in towards Luffield. Bidzster's in the lead. Neil Farmack looking to make up places as well. NRP goes back to the inside of Blaney there. Almost contact around the corner. Really pushing each other hard here. Out of the corner we go. Onto the straight. And Blaney just about carries the momentum round the outside of the corner and holds on to his fourth place. Meanwhile, Stevie further back, he's not doing very well. He's in 8th place. He needs to be a lot higher up in this, otherwise Bidzster could win the championship at the next race. So Bidzster doing well here then, in the lead of the race, and he's actually pulling out a gap on Bradders and everyone else as the camera goes funny, so we'll just go for an onboard. As we go on board with NRP, we've got going around the outside of Blaney who loses speed. As then we try and outbrake Keith on the inside. Oh, Keith just gives us enough space there. Good racing room, but Blaney's back. Blaney's back on the outside there. He carries the speed around the outside, and looks like he could end up attacking into the next corner. So we're going to look at Blaney now. We're focusing on Blaney, the red and black car. He's on the outside of Keith, and looks like he's going to try and get past Bradders as well. No, Bradders is too far ahead. Blaney on the outside of Keith then, but Keith holds the line into the corner, but Blaney carries momentum. Round the outside, can he get up the inside into Luffield? Bradders makes a mistake there. Blaney's on the inside of Keith, has contact! Ah, Blaney's tried to force the issue too much and hits Keith round. Hits him round clean. And Keith is spun round, he's trying to recover here. Where's the other cars? Keith sensibly pulls it onto the grass, waits for a gap, spins around. Oh, a bit too enthusiastic on the spin round there. And a bit less power, Keith, a bit less power. There we go. And video goes through, and Keith down to last place, but Blaney is waiting for him, so that is good sportsmanship by Blaney there, but we'll get a replay on that incident for you now. Okay, here's a view of the incident between Keith and Blaney on board with Blaney then. So into Priory, Keith goes a little bit wide, there's almost contact in the first initial bit. As we go into the corner, watch Blaney's positioning here. Keith's following his line round, giving Blaney space, but then Blaney just goes a bit wide into the corner and hits Keith round. But I would say that's more of a racing incident really, because Keith had a little bit more room to play with, Blaney had a little bit more room to play with, and yet there was still contact. As we come back from that, NRP in 3rd place then is coming under attack from Neil Farmack, but we're looking at a wall because the cameras have gone funny again, so another good turnout for the Project Cars cameras. Not into the corner, and Neil's on the inside, NRP on the outside, and it looks like Neil has a bit of a twitch on the way out the corner though. That could help NRP with the run down the straight, and they are completely side by side as they go down towards Priory at the end of the straight. Down towards Priory we go, and NRP's just ahead. So Neil did lose momentum there with that little twitch out the corner, and NRP holds on to 3rd place. NRP at home here at Silverstone, well and truly his home track. And goes round and stays ahead of Neil Farmack, so good job by NRP so far. Further back we've got Stevie making up places, VMX rider out wide, and Stevie goes through on the inside. There's VMX, the new guy. Can't quite remember whether he's a New Zealander or an Aussie, but he's from that side of the world, and keeping well out of the way there. And VMX going through, so he's not had an assessment done yet, but NRP has vouched for him. He's raced with him before, and VMX looking good for a good decent points finish here with other people's demises. So Blaney hasn't let Keith back through, so I wonder if there was an agreement there on track as the camera goes funny at Copse again. Apologies guys, we'll try that again in a minute as Neil goes right up onto the back of NRP there. So Neil and NRP close again. Can't really see what's going on here, so we'll go for an onboard. I love this onboard, but it doesn't stick with it for very long. There we are. We can see NRP on the right as Neil goes through on the brakes. Cleanly, oh, contact! No, not cleanly through. There's been contact, and NRP gets hit out wide, but we didn't really see that from the outside. We'll get a replay on that for you now. Okay, here's a replay of the Neil and NRP incident. So Neil goes down on the inside, and watch here, onto the brakes. Neil doesn't even bother turning into the apex of the corner. It goes wide on the brakes by the look of it, and hits NRP wide and takes the position. So that was sort of a push to pass really, and that'll be under review. So as we come back from that, then there is VMX. I was on about him earlier, the Aussie/Kiwi. Can't quite remember which nationality he is, but because I only met him about half an hour before the race, so still pretty fresh in my mind. But VMX doing a good job here in 6th place, holding on to a decent 6th. As Bradders and Neil starting to close. Oh, Bradders makes a mistake out of Cops, and then he goes down the pit lane exit because he can't control the car as he comes back on. We can't see, the cameras have gone crap again. Come on, Project Cars, sort your cameras out, this is shocking. Down in towards Maggots Beckett, it's NRP on the back of Neil and Bradders here as they go onto the Wellington Straight, or the National Straight as I'm going to call it really, because it's only Wellington Straight but it's on the GP circuit. Is NRP then behind, and Bradders there trying to put the squeeze on Neil Farmack. Neil constantly up the inside, back to the outside we go. Neil on the inside, Bradders on the outside. Neil green car. Bradders has got his teammate NRP behind him, and he goes wide, and NRP goes through as well. Don't fight between each other, boys, too much as NRP goes wide. Bradders goes back through on the inside. The two teammates battling out here, as Bradders should have the inside out the corner, and he does. He holds on to the position there, and Bradders down to 3rd, but Neil up to 2nd then. Meanwhile, Bidzster up front, pulling out an absolutely mega gap here on the rest of the field. Here he comes into Cops. So Bidzster well and truly comfortable with these cars, and through he goes. So Bidzster wins this race, and Stevie finishes where he is now in 5th place. Bidzster could definitely win the championship at the next round if he finishes in the top 2. So this looks like the championship is definitely going Bidzster's way here. As we go out the corner, we've got NRP and Bradders side by side again. The two teammates battling it out, and NRP gets up the inside of Bradders, and Bradders just quite happy to let him go through. He knows that his teammate's got a bit more pace than him now. But Bradders doing well in this, leading the race initially, and he's only gone down to 4th, and well, he's back along. I think he's almost back alongside his teammate here. He's closing him down, but NRP defending the inside, lights on as well. Into Priory, and NRP holds on to the position then. Lap 9 out of 12 here at Silverstone. As we go through Luffield. Got to get the run out the corner good here. Got to get a good on the power. And through we go. Keith and Blakeney there. As Blakeney, I think he's finally given the place back to Keith. So he obviously felt bad about that incident. So Blakeney gives the place back, and Keith goes up into 8th position. Meanwhile, Video is closed up on the new guy, VMX. So VMX being caught by Video. So Video on the move, trying on the move here, trying to close up a few more positions. Every point counts towards the team championship as well. As Bidzster then comes up to Maggots, and through Maggots he goes in the lead. 6.5 seconds in the lead of this race is Bidzster. And VMX and Video is the one on track to watch at the minute. I think Video's he's closed up on VMX here. There's VMX in the white and red car there as he slows down onto the brakes, and Video goes on the inside, but VMX definitely going wide there, letting him through. Obviously doesn't want to get in the way of any championship battle since he's new, so which I respect that, but I do wish he'd actually race properly, because you know, I am one for watching the racing. I know there's a championship going on, but if you're down the field, fight for it. But VMX doing the honourable thing there and letting Video go through, so I suppose good on VMX there, even though it doesn't really make for the excitement that we want. NRP, the NRP's back in 2nd. Neil Farmack's gone back down to 4th. Neil's gone down to 4th. A replay. Okay, here's the replay what happened to Neil. So he actually went wide at Cops. He had a track limit penalty, and he's got to go wide here and try and get rid of it. So ends up losing 2 places for track limits. So as we come back from that then, NRP and Bradders for P1 Motorsport take 2nd and 3rd. So NRP in second, Bradders in third. So the two teammates supporting each other here in towards Maggots Beckett's. Lap 11 to 12, just got to keep the positions now. And they should come home for some good points here. Keith and Blakeney further back. Blakeney's 6/10 behind Keith, so still very much a battle going on at the back of the field as well as at the front. Down towards the corner. This cop's camera is definitely broken on Project Cars 2, so hashtag fix the cameras. But yeah, they need to do that. It is getting annoying as Blakeney looks like he gets a good run on Keith here. He's in the draft, drafting him down towards the next corner. Down the National Straight, down to the end and onto the brakes. Keith is going to be ahead. Blakeney's not going to close up too much into the corner as he actually goes wide on the entrance, so he's lost some time there. Oh, Keith goes wide on the exit though, into Luffield. He's gone wide. Blakeney goes very wide as well to avoid him, but he might go back for the cutback, try and get on the power early. But now Blakeney goes really wide. Thinks the circuit's about another 2 miles over to his side. Oh, Keith slows down. Keith's got a problem. He's slowed down. He's stopped. I wonder if he's some kind of problem there for Keith. I don't know quite what happened there, but Keith all of a sudden stopping on the exit of the corner, so probably might have been a problem with his wheel or something, or a controller issue. But definitely down to last place now. So Keith then right back down the order. And Neil Farmack's past Bradders, so Neil Farmack is up into third place on the last lap of the race here. But Bidzster's coming through to take a win here, a very important win, because then in the next race with Stevie in 5th place, in the next race if Bidzster finishes in the top 2, he is champion. So let's go with Bidzster then to the line. Bidzster wins the Ginetta Junior race. He's just slowing down to get rid of a penalty, I think, but he's got plenty of time to do that. And Bidzster comes across the line for a win in the Ginetta Juniors. Well done, Bidzster. He wins the race. Second is going to be NRP in the background, and then it's going to be Neil in third. Bradders in 4th. Stevie is going to be 5th, so that's not good for his championship. So as that incident with Video earlier not helping him out. Video in 6th in the background there. 7th is going to be VMX, quite a good finish for his first race with us. Well done, VMX, only 16 seconds behind the leader as well. Blakeney in 8th, and Keith will round off the 9. So we'll just get those results confirmed for you now, guys. Okay guys, here's the results from that then. So Bidzster takes victory in that race from NRP in a well-deserved 2nd place. 3rd is Neil Farmack. 4th is Bradders, a good finish for him. 5th is Stevie. 6th is Video. Then VMX in 7th. 8th is Keith. And 9th is Blakeney. So there's your winner, Bidzster in the blue Ginetta. Well done to Bidzster. He wins the race and gets closer to another title. So we'll see you guys next time for race 2 in the Clios. Take care, guys.